up, YouTube? Back here working on the 01 SS. I talked to the previous owner, not the one I got it from, but the one that has the title, and he said it's possible getting it in a few weeks, or a few days. He said the courthouse said 3 to 5 days, so give them about 2 weeks, and he should have it. I'm not holding my breath or anything, but I did notice this last night after I shot the video, after I backed the car out, that it has had a hell of a coolant leak. And the picture on Facebook, he looked like he pulled the water pump off to take a picture of the 6-liter there. I don't know, the bolts were ungodly tight. And I went ahead and pulled the throttle body off. I'm kind of happy I did. Somebody shot some paint in here, and there's overspray everywhere, including, made everybody sick there. There's overspray on the gasket. I mean, yeah, that definitely could have probably caused a vacuum leak. So it's, other than it having overspray on it, it's not a bad gasket. It feels really good still. So right now, because I have no idea about this car and its ability being around, I used to have one. I may put one in it just for the simple fact that this engine will probably come out and go in something. So if I do got one, I'll put it in. It was leaking around the gaskets, I think. These gaskets feel fine. They're not ripped or anything. They're still, they're noticeably squished apart, like you can feel them. I'm not wondering if he just didn't have it entirely way too tight and it didn't warp something. I don't think my water pumps, I'm going to go ahead and clean them surfaces. The water pump seals solid. There's a little play to it. But we'll go ahead and I'll probably torque it down to spec and put antifreeze back in it and see if a little bit of play to it, but not horrid. It'll probably get replaced eventually, especially if I pull the motor out or whatever and put it in something else. It will get replaced. Even if it stays in the car, it'll probably get replaced too. So, got the really dirty air filter I was talking about last night. Got a nice hole in it. So yeah, that'll definitely be replaced if I get the car able to get the car titled. Yeah, I did notice last night, I'm so used to Trans Ams and stuff. Yeah, it's got Trans Am seats. I didn't notice it's got Trans Am door panels. Yeah, I do like the Trans Am door panels better anyways, but the locks are hiding behind here, and I think they're the same spot as the Camaros. So I'm gonna pull the door panels off and to take a peek what's going on. The car needs a good vacuum. Like I said, I might do all that. I'll probably fix the door panels, just for the simple fact that I'll save the doors if I don't keep the car anyways. Just because the door panels are in all right shape. They are cracked, but if I do later on, I'll pull it apart, and if I keep the car, I'll take that apart and fix that crack with some plastic weld or some of that stuff, that 2-bond stuff. Or 2-part bond stuff. So yeah, all the radiator hoses, very old and could use replacing, so that'll probably happen. I've got to research on this. I used to know what this did. I'm not 100% sure anymore. If anybody in the comments, go ahead and comment down below if you know what this was for. I used to remember, I swear I did some research on that at one point in time, but I don't know 100%, because this is the first LS powered F-body I've had. So, LT guy, and my LT did not have that. So, yeah, I got to do some wiring adjustment on that side because it runs really, really close to header. I'm going to go ahead and fix this harness just because of the simple fact that if I end up keeping, well, either or, this wiring harness is coming out and getting made standalone if this car doesn't get, if I don't get title. So that doesn't matter too much. And like I said, I'm not really too worried about the, get that out of the way for right now. I'm not really too worried about the wiring harness down by the headers right now. Like I said, though, if I end up getting a title for the car and being able to title it, I will definitely go through and fix a lot of this stuff that's wrong with it. Was under the car, got it up on some nice Polaris rims. Worked pretty good for this. Was underneath it. Car is extremely, extremely clean. I mean, it's dirty as hell, but like there's hardly a speck of rust on this car. So I look back through its records, through all the free stuff that I can, the free stuff because I don't want to spend no money on looking up this VIN. But for right now, what looks like it spent a lot of its life in Texas and then came up here and was only in Kansas a few short years. And I don't know when the LQ9 swap took place. I don't know how long ago it is. It's got a polyurethane transmission mount, but the motor mounts are stock. If I do end up keeping the car, or if I'm able to title it and keep the car, I am not real partial to, or I'm leaning more towards dropping the engine down, pulling the engine out, dropping the subframe, pulling the motor transmission out, taking the motor off the subframe, putting the subframe back on it, or back up underneath it. If the LT1 springs, I know the spring rate is different, obviously, but if they will fit on an LS1 car, I don't know. How to do some research on that. But if the LS or the LT1 springs will fit on the LS car, I'm sure there's not a whole lot of difference between an iron block LS with aluminum heads and an LT1 small block with aluminum heads. I'll have to see some weight differences. Because right now they've got some, they're blue springs, so they could be lowering springs to begin with. But they're the things that go in there and turn, and yeah, stiff up your springs. The rear's got some stuff going on. It's got rear air shocks. One spacer, I don't know what the deal is back there, but yeah, let me just take you back there and I'll show it to you. Because this is kind of, I just don't get it. Makes no sense to me. I never really paid attention. But like I said, this is I don't know if this is an LS car thing. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure this is some janky stuff going on back here. Okay, if you look up under here, you will see nothing, because I can't get up there. Yeah, you'll see there, that's setting on the axles stop. It's a blue spring. Not sure if it's an aftermarket spring. Probably is. Of course, I got a rotted out bump stop like they all get. I got an AAM rear diff cover. So very possible that this diff's got RTV silicone, so it's been in. So yeah, we'll see what's what, and hopefully it does really have a 373 in it. But if you come over here, let me rotate. If you come over here and look there, there's a spacer under that spring, and I'm not sure what the deal is there. As you can see, it's been cut with a torch. Not 100% sure what that is, but I wonder how goofy the car sets without it. Okay, so that's got a big... Okay, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if they're the same. Because that's the top of the... I don't know if that's a torque deal, something put in there so it don't torque to the right. I don't know. There's the BMR rear suspension links. Here's this lovely, I'm pretty sure it's a Speed Engineering X pipe. Hangs way too low to the ground. That's definitely going to get changed up to some pipes that run out to the back here. Thank God the stock exhaust mounts are still here. Like I said, underneath the car, very clean in there. They routed the tire hose for both air shocks through here, and yeah, removed all the bumper support push pins. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? There's the air chuck for the air springs, and somebody, this was funny. This is a fiberglass piece right here. This is not metal. This bumper support is fiberglass. Somebody, where is it? Right there. They had a eyelet hooked into that Phillips screw right there. Was trying to ground something there. So yeah, they even left the eyelet. They must have realized it wasn't metal, got mad, just cut the wire and put another end on it, which I found kind of comical. But yeah, it's pretty clean under here. It's got some other stuff up towards the front, like the cross member, transmission cross member looks like it's literally bolted through the floor of the car. Never seen that before. I don't really know how these. I know how the transmission cross member on a stock car bolts in. I don't on a LT1 stock car. I have no clue if they changed it on this, but they're different. They're bigger bolts. I'm pretty sure somebody broke the nuts off, the welded on nuts, and just bolted her through the floor, which I'll probably go through, build me some spacers, and actually shim it up to where it's doing something other than clamping the floor down. And yeah, just a little better. just make it a little better, or cut the hole in the floor and weld some nuts in there, and yeah, weld some nuts in there and just bolt regular bolts back in it. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I realized if I can, don't know if I'll be able to show you. I don't know if they're easily seeable, but on the front up here, yeah, look at that brake rotor. That is junk. It is breaking. It's got a big crack right there. Yeah, this rotor is shot. This rotor is about ready to explode. So, yeah. I'll probably just put a set of rotors and pads on it if I end up keeping it. But this, like I said though, this rotor, yeah, right down there, split too. Yeah, this rotor's shot over here. It's been way too hot or something. Anyways, even if I don't, like I said, park this car out, I'm saving these front brakes because they'll go on my 80 Trans Am with some brackets you can buy. Their brackets are pretty inexpensive, or you can build them yourself actually. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep those if I don't get the title. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the water pump back on and torque the water pump to spec. Not the He-Man tightness he had it. I had to get out my long 3/8 ratchet to get it off. It was ridiculous. My angle of impact, put it on there and it laughed at me. It's like, yeah, we ain't getting these off, boys. And yeah, had to slowly back them out. Thank God they didn't break off or anything. Real happy with that. But yeah, over here listening to Eddie Rabbit on iHeartRadio. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight. It's kind of, yeah, there's definitely stuff that needs attention. Obviously, it is an 01 and was been hacked on a lot in its life, it looks like. But like I said, if I do pull the motor out and I'll pull the motor out and pull it off the subframe, put the subframe back underneath it, roll it outside, so keep it a roller so I can roll it around and roll it out of the way. Put the motor on the stand, clean this motor up, paint it some other color than silver, because apparently somebody thought, let's paint it silver, it will look like an aluminum block still. Yeah, smart asses. Yeah, paint it silver or something. Or not silver, paint it black or something. And gasket it, because I know the oil pan gasket leaks. They probably never replaced it when they did the swap, or all the bolts are He-Man tight. Replace some power steering hoses. Something has a hectic squeak up here. I don't know if it's an alternator or an idler pulley or something. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I should pull the AC compressor off while I'm down here, so I can pull the lines off of it and plug it. But yeah, it'll probably, if I do make the AC and stuff work, I'll probably do all new lines and whatnot to the pump. But yeah, and probably maybe a new pump and probably a new evaporator and condenser and everything. If I do end up getting the title, if the guy gets the title in the mail, he has the condenser and the evaporator. The previous owner has all that stuff still in his garage. So if he does get the title and let me know he has the title, I'm going to make arrangements with him, go down and get the title and the extra parts for the car. So hopefully we can get some pieces for it, because this car's almost too nice to part out, I'm thinking. It's clean, it's a hard top, it's a 6-speed, it's got a 6.0 in it. It's a 6.0 6-speed. Too bad it's not a 96, because I always wanted a 666. A 6.0 6-speed. 96. 96, 6.0, 6-speed. But yeah. But yeah, it's black and definitely going to need cleaned. I'll probably clean it up. I'm probably going to put some work into the body and I'll shoot it black again, possibly. Or I'll drive it like it is. I don't really care. But yeah, I'll probably either shoot it satin, hot rod black, or a factory black that the car would have been. So yeah. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm going to go ahead and button this back up, add some antifreeze to it, and put some pressure to it, and see if I can get the leak slower and hopefully stopped by torquing things down. Like, them gaskets look fine. I cleaned the surfaces. I got a little emery cloth when it smoothed a lot of that off there. But yeah, I don't know. The water pump could be bad. It could have ate the seal out. Not 100% sure. I'm not. Now there is some water or antifreeze right there. But it's not 100% real bad all in this area. But it's hard telling because, oh shit, you can't see it, but there's some water running down here. I don't know if that's from the seal or what. But I'll put it back on, torque it. That's why I'm not putting new gaskets in it or anything right now. Just because I don't know. But yeah, I'll put that back on there, torque it down to what it's supposed to be, put all the stuff back together, get the paint off that gasket, put that gasket in it, unless I got one over here. I don't think I do. I thought I had one. Yeah, no, I don't. Just got plenty of EGR stuff, which luckily this car don't have. I don't think it even would have from the factory, would it? I don't know what this is. Here, some kind of vacuum line or something. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, first order of business, if I do get the car titled, is cleaning up some bad wiring that's running really close to that header down there. Some exposed wires. I want to do a lot of wiring. I'm going to, of course, get rid of the power wire that runs for the amplifier. I would like to run the battery into the trunk of this car too. Just to clean up, get a little extra space and get some weight off the front of this car, being it is a iron block LS. Getting the battery to the trunk would help a little bit, especially if I do it on the passenger side. That'll help even the car out a little bit with my fat ass in the driver's seat. So yeah, then I'll definitely relocate my power steering cooler that's down there. Yeah, we're definitely gonna put that up here somewhere. It's missing the air dam on the bottom. The bumper is probably fixable. It needs like soda blasted to clean all this up. I think I can fix it with some bumper weld. I think it could be fixed. I think it's fixable. This doesn't have a light in it, bulb in it. The fog lights don't. They're a little broke anyways, but it's got gear oil all over it from my pickup. Yeah, I really need to get that rear end swapped done. I'm getting parts in for it, so I can get that rear end redone, go through it a little bit, and put it under my truck. So, yeah. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Hope this solves the leak. So, yeah. Have a good one.